Hello gamers, Pet here, welcome to Gaming Talk episode number 9. It's Tuesday, which of course it means it's time for a new episode. It's 31 March 2015, wow, it's almost April, wow. I kind of have no idea what has been happening in the past months. Well, I do have an idea, but everything kind of went fast in a way. I mean, it's spring in theory. Which in a way is good because I can go out with the bike and other stuff like that. So anyway, I've been looking at the settings right now in order to do the recording and make the video more sharp and whatever. And I discovered a couple of functions that I've been having this webcam for a bit more than 2 years. And I just discovered these functions. So this is one of the things that I say on some of my tutorials on other games and whatever. If you are used on using something, make sure you go back after some time and look at the first tutorial, at the first chapter, at the first whatever. Because some of you might remember that, the webcam actually has a pretty wide lens, so it can see my desk from this side. And you can also see my door. So if you look at some of my old videos, there is like a super wide lens that you can see on the bottom left corner. You can see the green screen getting a little bit less greeny like it should and so on. And now I look at I changed the focus. About 2 months ago, I discovered that the camera has like a zoom function, right? You see this is like kind of the wide lens. You can see the desk over here. So I discovered that, hey, it has a zoom function, so hey, nice. But I always try to position the webcam so I will be, before the zoom it was a little bit harder because I always had to point the camera a bit that way because the desk is right next to me while the door is a bit far away. Anyway, and I look at here and I see that there is a pan function. There's a pan function, I can just do this. And same thing with tilt. I mean, I can do this stuff on the settings. So, yeah, I guess I've learned something new today. Anyway, last week we talked mainly about me installing a new PSU unit, the power source unit on my PC. It was kind of a drain in the budget, in the overall budget with all the stuff, but anyway, you have to do it. It's not thank God, but thank whoever sent me money that I had those money in order to buy that new PS unit, because I would have been screwed. And I'm kind of screwed anyway. I mean, I have the new PS unit, but the whole week, the last week, I couldn't do any videos because of various reasons, especially the sleep schedule. I can't really do videos when I'm, awake in the middle of the day. However strange that sounds. So I was looking right now at the videos and I saw that I only done 4 videos last week. I've done the Gaming Talk episode, and I did a video on the new Sylvanas, the new UI, and the new, Sylvanas overview, kind of a short overview, just, to try to see it, how I will do it. And then I've done the Pinball FX2 South Park pinball table, basically. And I've been wanting to do that video for a long time, like a really, really long time. And I knew that, hey, I like to do this kind of videos. Why am I not doing it? The thing is that with the tutorials that I've done with those pinballs, I had to play the table a long time, which I normally did with the South Park table. But then I had to record various things. I had to write the guide down, and then I had to manually edit stuff, right? So for the Pinball Arcade table tutorial that I've done for Medieval Madness, it took me 7 hours to do that, so that's a lot of hours. I said, okay, let's just pop it up. I will talk because someone suggested that, hey, in my other video where I talk more freely, people could see me play the table and they could see that the table was a drainer, so they can see the flow of the table. So I said, okay, let's just play the table so people will see the flow of the table, and I will just give me my tips and the things that I've learned and what's the purpose of this table. And I've done it. It took me 25 minutes plus some editing a little bit and the re-encoding, and why haven't I done it? So anyway, kind of a long ramble in a way, but in this episode we are going to talk mainly about Pillars of Eternity and what it takes to play this kind of games. A couple of games that are coming out or just came out this week, because this gaming talk is in a way about the present and not looking at the past or at the future, but depends. I might change some episodes. And then we are going to talk, as I think I've said, about Heroes of the Storm again, because this is what I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm, so much in case I actually have, like the game open right now, because I wanted to show you some stuff. And more exactly, I got Sylvanas. I also got the skin because she looks nice, and it's kind of the type of hero that I like to play a lot. The specialized hero, the hero that always is on the move, it's always doing something, and it's not, like a tank has to be with the team and who's be like, hey, hit me, attack me. A healer has to be with the team just to point and click and stuff, and I like to do, not that I'm not a team player, I am a team player, but since I'm playing solo a lot of the times, there is like no team. Everybody's doing like whatever, and I feel that I can do a lot of bigger impact if I'm allowed to do things like this, and then of course joining the team and so on. So I played 60 games with Sylvanas already. If you click on player progression, hero progression, hey, you see she's gold already, almost level 11. That's the level 10. To complete the level 10 is going to take you a long time. Zagara, my second favorite hero, is also level 10. And I'm actually going to play, I don't know, I'm playing Zerato since it's on free week, because I want to see how I play Nova. I enjoy Nova, but not enough to pay 10,000 gold for her. I'm looking at Zerato right now because I want this kind of roamer assassin to see how much I enjoy them. So this is a thing. I was kind of thinking on starting. I had when I was playing Dota, I had my videos with Learn Dota to with Pet, where basically I was just picking a hero. I was trying to play the hero as best I can, and I was in a way commentating my gameplay and trying to give you tips, and some people actually enjoy that. So I was thinking on actually moving this whole thing, since I'm not playing Dota anymore, to Heroes of the Storm. And I was, when it comes to the channel, I've been kind of getting way too many games, and I don't have time to cover everything every day. And another thing is that some people actually grew because they had like a niche. They were playing, there were channels about one game in particular, like for example Total Biscuit was doing his World of Warcraft things at first, and then he moved into other stuff. Like I never had my niche game. I could have been Dota, but I've been slacking on that department for various reasons. So now, since I'm enjoying Heroes of the Storm so much, I was thinking on actually starting on doing some content. And more exactly, and this is where I would want your input if possible, so please write in the comments below. For once, I want to do like a guide tutorial for a hero, like where I go over the hero's talents. In this situation, let's say Sylvanas, right? And I will tell you kind of what to choose depending on stuff, and then I will try to show you some particular gameplay mechanics or how that thing is being played and so on. And then, like I've done with the Learn Dota 2 with Pet, I will just cast a game with me playing that hero, because that's like the most, the best experience. So there will be two kind of videos, like a tutorial where I will just show you small bits of stuff, and then more games with that hero where I will play that hero on various videos with me playing that hero on various maps. And then I was also thinking on trying to do some casting with Heroes of the Storm with so far games that I've played that I found interesting enough, and I will try to cast them overall and not from only my perspective like I plan to do with the tutorials. So in theory, I will do a video on Sylvanas and then Zagara, because these are the two heroes that I like the most right now, and I kind of I've tried to play them in different ways, so I kind of have an exact opinion on how that hero should be played. Depends, right? I mean, some people play Sylvanas like, let me see, if we go over here, some people play Sylvanas like an assassin, but she's not really an assassin, she's a specialist, and she's best at pushing. So if she's best at pushing, why play her as an assassin? You want to play an assassin, you want to get Envenom at level 4, then play other hero. I mean, play Jaina, she's squishy like Sylvanas. she's even better on some ways. But Sylvanas is so good at pushing the lane and so good at making content that I've created this build for myself where I'm having like huge success. And whenever I see someone getting other talent, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, like another useless Sylvana. Like, why isn't... with Sylvanas at level 4, I can take a siege camp solo by myself without taking damage. And they are like not taking any. At level 7, I can take a bruiser camp by myself. And they, oh, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, this is so annoying. I've also uploaded, I have 485 games. Let's do actually refresh because I think I have more. And this is Heroes Logs, HotS I've been uploaded, all my replays are here, and the game says that I'm, platinum MMR rating, and if you click at, and you go here, in a way, it's, high, can be higher, it doesn't matter anything actually, but because especially if I'm playing in the morning, I'm playing with people who are level 8 or level 10, and I have these really weird games. I've been starting to play Hero League just to improve in rating, because some people, even that I understand the game, people want to see the rank. Like if you are not rank 1, you cannot say anything about the game in a way. So I thought that, hey, let's play some Hero League. So anyway, I've been playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm, and I'm really enjoying the game a lot. As I've said, I have some really cool plays with Sylvanas that I hope to show, and after that I might do a video on Abatur. I want to level Abatur to level 10 because he got buffed recently, and it's kind of some good changes, and then maybe Nazeebo because I bought him and he's really fun. Rehgar is fun as a healer, but I'm not really yet used on playing a healer or a tank in general. So anyway, we will see how things will go. So enough with Heroes of the Storm. Let's talk about some games. As I've said, the main focus is basically Pillars of Eternity, but we will talk about it at the end. In April 2, which is in 2 days, we will have out there the Omega Edition, which is a really nice roguelike game where you have your ship. This is your ship, and it's not like FTL. You don't micromanage. You are only alone in your ship. You micromanage other stuff. Well, not like in... I've done a video where I explain things better, but basically you have your ship, and you will go. Let's look at... This is the system view. You see a star, and then you will be able to go to planets. Whenever you go to a planet, you will use fuel and oxygen, and even hull, and you will have to manage on how you get everything. You run out of fuel, you are screwed. You run out of oxygen, you are screwed, and so on. So it's a pretty hard game. You will be able to encounter various life forms, and it's really intriguing because I don't know everything yet. I want to know more. And want to know, whenever you talk with various creatures, you see you don't understand them, and they will tell you, and you will basically be able to choose something, and then you will learn some of those words, and later you will unlock exactly what they are saying, which is great. So I don't see any screenshot with the whole galaxy, but you would jump from star to star. Then you, when you get to a new star, you will go to one of those planets, and you will have to be careful on what decisions you make. And I was thinking on actually doing a let's play on it. In the past I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do let's plays, but what's important is to do whatever you want and whatever you like, and not whatever you think is correct and whatever. Because some people actually watch Let's Play. So if I'm enjoying to play a game and I can share my entertainment value to that game, why not do it? I mean, not spamming the channel. I still don't like that idea. I look at some channels and I see like episode number 100 and something like, oh, Jesus Christ. I have something like a couple of episodes of me playing out there to see how it is and how fun it is. So anyway, also on April 2, we will have War for the Overlord. And this is kind of the spiritual successor to Dungeon Keeper. And it's... I have access for about more than 1 year. The developers have been posting updates every week, which is great. But I kind of stay away from the game because I want to play the final version, which, as I've said, is going to come out in 2 days, and I'm going to play the campaign, and then I'm going to make a video. I'm really looking forward to this game also because, Dungeon Keeper 2 had like a pretty good vibe because, I only played the 2 game and the Dungeon Keeper 2, not the first one. But really good vibes, so, yep, looking forward to this one. I also got access to Runstone Keeper, and it's looking really nice. I really love the graphics for this game. I only played it a little bit because the whole last week I've been playing Heroes of the Storm, as I've said, and I'm going to play it some more, and then I'm going to make a video. Just wanted to say it's kind of a roguelike where you fail and you start again, but your gold, I believe, it's carried over, and you see a board which is randomly generated, and you just click and you unlock squares like bam, bam, bam. Hey, I found a monster. He has this life and this attack. Depending on how much I click him, it's going to deal damage to me, so I'll have to do some management stuff. It's a little bit intriguing, I do have to say that. And again, it's looking really, really presentable graphics-wise. I love the choice. I mean, even this close button is looking nice. Rampage Knights. I just got this game like today. It's in early access. It's like a beat 'em up. It's looking fairly interesting also, and I do have to play it some more. Didn't actually had time. Like I woke up like 1.5 hours ago. I just drank my coffee, and now I'm forced to do a recording because it's 9:30. I woke up at 8 and something. And this is why it's hard for me to do recording because I can't really record at night because my voice is actually going through the walls of my apartment and the neighbors will hear me, so I can't really be excited, yell and so on, which is one of the reasons why I don't think that I'm going to do the casting Heroes of the Storm, because I'm already kind of, I look at the hour and I'm already kind of, it's sitting on my head that I have to be quiet. So it's kind of hard to do videos at night. The best time when I'm making videos is when I wake up at 2 a.m. I have time to play games, I have time to wake up, I have time to read the news. And by 6, 7 a.m., when it's still quiet outside, I'm in the mood to actually do recordings. And that's when I'm doing the most of the recordings. But the whole sleep got messed up yet again. So I still need to find kind of a sweet spot on how I can do the recording. It is one of the things when you are working from home. So anyway, I have to play this game. Looks really interesting. Looking forward to it. Even if it's in early access, I think I will do like a short, first look. I've got access to the spatials, or however you want to pronounce it. It's kind of this kind of tycoon game when you have your dudes and you are micromanaging a space station. You see these are some of the stuff where you click around and you send them on missions, and then you unlock more planets which is randomly generated. And this is the talent tree where you are able to unlock more buildings, and unfortunately I don't see a screenshot with the space station. This is like a super big space station where you see you have rooms, you have various stuff, you have your money, you have your officers who are, some are happy, some are sad because they have various needs that you will need to fulfill the longer they get into level. And it's looking really interesting. I've only played for like 10 minutes, actually 15 minutes, the tutorial a little bit, and then I went to a mission and some of my guys died because the creatures were too strong, but it's okay because I've learned something from that, so I'm planning on going on again and play it some more, at least this night. And Ori and the Blight Forest actually came out actually it's this month, but it came out like 2 weeks ago. It's looking so good. I've been thinking if I should get it, but I've read, 2D platformers are my favorite genre, even that I haven't completed many games. The problem is that some of those platformers suffer from this thing where you fail and you have to start again and have to do those jumps again, and then you fail and have to do this again, and then I'm kind of getting old and I'm kind of I'm not in the mood to do the things that I've done the same, unless it's kind of in a roguelike environment where I know that I've learned something and I've gained an experience or something. This is one of the reasons why I still haven't finished Alien Isolation, and I still don't think that I'm going to play it because I don't want to fail and then run to corridors for 5 minutes again to a point where I'm having the chance to fail again. Which brings me to Pillars of Eternity. My God. It's intriguing. Last year we got Divinity Original Sin, which is a game that I've played for 30-something hours and I still haven't finished. And I've learned my lesson, and I hope that I'm not going to do this lesson, this problem with this game, this mistake that with the game. And the mistake with Divinity Original Sin was the fact that I played it a lot, and then the parents came to visit for like 1 month, and I can't really immerse myself when there are people around. This type of games you need to be like alone. It's kind of not like an interactive book, but it's like an interactive story where you are taking part of stuff. You will be able to read up various books, that really enhance you and add you to this whole universe. The combat is nice. I enjoy it. This is the character that you will be able to create. And the mistake that I've done with Divinity Original Sin is that after the parents left after like 1 month, I was like not in the mood to play the game. I entered the game and I was like, basically I disconnected from the game and I couldn't go in to play the game again. So what's important, it's like with any book, for example, is to read every day, play every day, get immersed in that story, and this is the game that's going to take you a lot of hours. And so far I've been playing it for 14 hours and I'm only like level 4. I've been really playing slowly. I've been really enjoying everything. There were a couple of bugs. I only have encountered one that wasn't kind of a big deal, so hopefully we are going to get like a patch soon this week, so I won't find game-breaking bugs. But Pillars of Eternity is something that's going to be great. I was planning on, like doing a review, but I don't have time to rush into playing this game so I can do a review like right now. And there are plenty of other reviews, so I figured out that there is no point on me rushing this. So I think I'm just going to do kind of a first look that I think I will do like after finishing this the recording for the gaming talk. Because I'm kind of at the point where I won't spoil you. This is like something very, very, very important when it comes to this game. I've seen this numerous times where, reviewers are using footage from later content. And I've seen other reviewers, like Angry Joe, for example. Angry Joe does reviews. Okay, some of them are funny and enjoyable in a way. But he does the type of reviews that are... It's a review that you are going to watch after you finish the game and you want to hear another opinion. I mean, he really is showing you the end, Dying Light, I've seen his review. He's showing you the end of the boss, and he's telling you how you are fighting the end of the boss, and which is like a huge spoiler. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that before. I want to know what this game is about overall. I want to know if the game has some flaws, because like with Alien Isolation, the game is being played like that. That's a flaw for me, and I'm not going to enjoy the game, even that the game seems great and Alien Isolation seems great, for example, right? So I'm at a point where I can show you enough footage without, really, really spoiling you. I'm, only showing you some books, some how this game is being played, and a couple of stuff like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video in gaming talk. It was kind of an interesting one, I guess. Hey, I got to this place actually, and I know, write in the comments below, what have you been playing? What have you been doing lately? What are your suggestions about me, with the channel, with me doing Heroes of the Storm content? With what other games should I play? And so on and so on. So, thank you guys for watching. Again, see you soon. Goodbye.